Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about a simple DIY hydroponic setup, and we're starting right now. What's up guys? My name is John. Welcome to another video. If it's your first time here and you want to learn more about sustainable gardening, gardening tips and tricks, and other hydroponic videos, start now by clicking the subscribe button and clicking the bell so you don't miss out on a thing. Alright, so guys, we are back, and today we're talking about making a simple DIY hydroponic setup just like this. It's really super easy to make. You make it out of stuff you have laying around the house, and so it's working really good for me. I've got a couple of different versions of this, but all you're gonna need is some sort of bottle. Now for this one, I've done a couple of different experiments. I've used a regular water bottle, and the regular water bottle doesn't seem to sit flat all the time. So I was looking for something a little bit differently, and my daughter plays a lot of sports, so we keep Powerade or Gatorade in the house, primarily Powerade because that's her preference. But what I found is this bottle sits flat, and so all I did was I made a cut, and I inserted a 3-inch net pot into the bottle, and it works super easy. So let's get started. So for this, you're going to need one Powerade bottle. You can use other types of bottles. Just make sure that the net cup is going to sit in here. It's okay that it sits a little lower, maybe on like a ridge of a water bottle. However, that's whatever works for you works best. But these can be picked up in it's an 8-pack. I think it's an 8-pack for like $4.50. And if you have people that are going to drink these, that's awesome. Just save the bottles. We go through quite a few of them. We have 6 kids, and multiple kids play sports, so pretty super easy to save up on some of these. You'll also need a knife of some sort. It's really easy, but you do need a knife, or even some scissors would work. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut the label off. You don't need the label. And so you're just going to cut the label off, and you're going to peel it off, just like that. Now you do want to make sure that you've rinsed this bottle out. You don't want to leave any of the sugary substance in here because it can tamper with your hydroponic nutrients. But once you've rinsed the bottle out, okay, which is I've already done, you're going to then take, and you're going to find, at least in these bottles, you're going to take and you're going to cut right above this rim, about midway through to the next one, so about halfway through. Okay, be careful if you're using a knife or scissors. Just exercise caution, be careful, take it slow. It does help to have a sharp knife. This one's pretty sharp. And you're just going to cut all the way around. All the way around. My knife is sharp, but it has this serrated part, and I don't want to use that. So. Alright, just like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Keep this. You're going to use this in a minute, potentially. But then you're going to take, like I said, it's a 3-inch net pot, and it should fit right down in there, just like that. Okay, just like that. Now, if it's a tight fit, it'll pop just like that, but as long as it's going to sit in there, it's perfect. Now, as you can tell, I've made a few over the last couple of days. Okay, I've got, I don't know what, 8 of them or so now that I'm getting ready to transplant some peppers into because I'm going to be working on some crosses. But that's easy. That's super easy. That's all you do to it right there. Now you're going to take your hydroponic nutrients. Now what I'm using is the Dynagrow 795. Super easy to mix up. It's an all-in-one. I believe what I used for this 2-liter Coke bottle or this 2-liter Dr. Pepper bottle is 2.5 milliliters. Pretty sure that's what it is. But you just mix it in with some cool water. And you're just going to fill it up to where the bottom of the net cup touches the nutrients. Now, I will recommend if you have harsh city water where there's a pH imbalance, I would recommend adjusting the pH either up or down. Peppers generally like anywhere from 5.8 to 6.2, somewhere in there. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but if you have harsh water that has a bad pH, either too low or too high, use some adjuster and adjust that pH down to that area. Ours is pretty good usually. It usually sets at about a 6 or a 6.1. So we're usually pretty good. So once you've got your hydroponic nutrients in there, you want to make sure that it's going to touch the bottom of the net cup. Now, if you're putting in an existing plant that has roots, for example, this is a white devil's tongue that I'm putting in there. You have this root that's coming out the bottom already. Okay, you want to actually leave a little bit of an air gap for that root to breathe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right about there. Well, maybe right about there. Basically, the roots need oxygen, so you want to leave them a little bit of a gap between the bottom of the net cup and the solution. And then all you're going to do is you're going to simply take this plant and you're going to put the net cup down, the rock wool down into the net cup. That's all there is to it, guys. It's super easy. Now, if you were starting seeds directly in this, which you can, I have a lemon drop that I started here directly into this system. And all I did was I took the piece that I cut off and I just barely put that lid on there. Not even screwed down, and then I've covered it up just like that. Now it's not completely airtight, but you can mist the inside of this and it creates sort of a humidity dome, just like that. Works great. So you don't have to use those. You can put a piece of saran wrap over the top, however you want to do it. Alright guys, so I hope you liked the video on the super easy DIY hydroponic setup. If you're growing something hydroponically this year, drop me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you're growing and how you're doing it. This is basically a super easy crack key setup. There's no air pump or anything needed. So, if you're growing crack key, or if you're doing DWC, or if you're doing something like that, let me know in the comment section. Also, let me know what you're growing in those setups. And if you're new, drop me a hashtag new in the comment section below. I want to welcome you accordingly. And if you want to learn more about sustainable gardening, gardening tips and tricks, and other hydroponic videos, start now by clicking the subscribe icon and clicking the bell so you don't miss out on a thing. Thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you in the next video.